Sagittarius, welcome to your May 11th through the 17th tarot reading, or whenever you find it, energy is fluid. So let's see what energy is around Sagittarius for this reading. All right, let's see. Ta-da! Ooh, yay, we have the sun. That is nice. I feel like it's a good stuffs read. No matter what comes out, it is going to be wonderful. So let's see what's going on. Sagittarius, that is lovely sun, energy, clarity. Leo might be in your chart. This is going to be a good stuffs read. Okay, here we go. We have audacious, she who resists, fearless, justified, and resistant. I think you are very fearless, and I think you are very careful about what energies you let in right now. You're not going to let anything steal your happiness. You are resistant to negative energies. That I have a Queen of Swords feel with that. But it's good. It's firm, healthy boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Woo. Yeah, inner strength right there. And now we have I am presence. That is what Leo had. So very interesting that you have like a Leo sun energy here. That's the same card that Leo had. And this has a very brave energy here too. I don't think you're going to let anything steal your happiness. No freaking way. You've been through too much. You've earned your happiness in this present moment, Sagittarius. So let's keep going. Let's see what's in your recent past. And like I've been saying, I know I sound like a broken record. Timelines are different. You may have already experienced this. You may not have for this recent past that we're about to pull. You may have yet to experience it. You may not ever experience it. It just depends on your timeline. You have Three of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. That is enlightenment and clarity. I'm really getting a sun feeling there with that golden energy. Let's see what's crossing these. I think you're like in a very creative time here, Sagittarius. Oh, the smell of that candle is so good. All right. We have the Tower, Aries energy. We have the Ace of Wands on the Ace of Pentacles. Holy moly. And the Empress. We are in May. It is Taurus season. And I think you had something happen here. We have card of Three of Pentacles, teamwork. But it also, for me, is a card of creativity, being very creative. I think people are noticing that you are so creative, Sagittarius. And I think an opportunity or something happened, something broke loose, something broke free with your creativity. Maybe you were holding back for a long time or just not really sharing your creativity with the world, but something happened in this realm of teamwork or creativity or both. Something shook you, something changed, because we have the Tower. And this is a good stuffs read. So whatever this massive shift was, you could have changed what you were doing creatively. You know, you could have had an aha moment, a spark, a flash, and decided to change things up, is what I'm getting here. Something happened rather abruptly. The sun shed light on this, something you needed to change. And I think it's because of this. There's some kind of, in your recent past, some kind of opportunity came your way. Aces are all about new beginnings, opportunity, potential. You know, it's what you do with this energy. This is around you. Prosperity and abundance and passion and inspiration. Look at this. This is about this Tower moment here within your creativity It was about this inspiration. That's what that flash, that spark was. It was this. You were inspired to do something that has to do with your resources. It's a golden opportunity, an investment in your future, and it's a gift. You see that hand extending. This is definitely a gift from the universe, maybe something you've wished for, and now it's here. Now this is just potential energy. It's all up to you to actually put the effort in and do something with it. And so you could have been asking for enlightenment at this time, or you may have been just with this Three of Pentacles. It says you were hard at work with something. You could have been sacrificing certain things to have this epiphany, to have this enlightenment, because I think that's, you were really wanting it, really desiring it, is what I'm feeling with the hangman energy. And I think there was something going on here that you maybe didn't quite see clearly, but we do have the sun, so we do have clarity over this. I think you finally understood what you needed to do. That moment, that aha moment that you've been waiting for, because this is kind of a card of waiting and restriction. It came to you. It came to you. And this energy of the Empress, this is all of the queens combined. This is saying that you have all that you need to create you whatever you want on this earthly realm, because she is a creator, she's an initiator, she brings things to life, fertility, abundance, everything. So this idea, it could have come from spirit, because we do have this inspiration, this Ace of Wands. This is a gift, this inspiration of whatever you were doing or deciding to do or wanting to do. Perhaps you were really wanting to be inspired to do something. And I do think it came to you. You had some kind of clarity, realization in this moment. That is Sophie. He is running around the house. The cat at the end of the video. I have him on a diet and he's not happy about it. All right, so let's see what the current energy is on this reading. It's already looking so good. Let's see what is going on. Sagittarius. We have the Devil. That was at the bottom and it wanted to come up. We have the Four of Cups. Okay. And the Knight of Pentacles. Now remember, this is a good stuffs read. We have clarity over this entire situation here. So let's see what is the crossing energy. And the Devil could be about following your, the things that you really desire and want to do. We're taught to resist things that give us, pleasure and happiness, delayed gratification and stuff like that. And we end up being kind of sad and disappointed sometimes when we don't really follow our heart's desire and our passions. We have the Nine of Wands. Sagittarius, you are here. We have the Hanged Man again. Wow. Okay, and now the King of Cups, Scorpio energy. Yeah. You know what I think here? This is that she who resists, audacious, fearless, justified, and resistant. We have the Devil energy here. And I'll tell you exactly what I'm feeling. The Devil here, I think, is representing probably a few things. Feeling tied down, feeling oppressed, feeling like you don't have control. This could be temptations, addictions. This could represent a toxic person in your life. Very well could be. And so in your current energy, you have this I am presence. I am present. I am in the present moment. That means you're focused on either, you have these long-term goals up here, this inspiration, and something you want to do. And what this is telling me here is that you're not going to let anything negative stand in your way. You have blocked yourself off. You've shut the gates. You're not letting in toxic people. Excuse me. You're not going to let in toxic behaviors. You're not going to let anything throw you off track of this, of manifesting. Sorry. It's like, doesn't want me to tell the message. You're not going to let anything get through your barriers anymore. None of this toxicity, no distractions. That's what I'm feeling here. Because the Nine of Wands, he's battle hardened, right? This is Sagittarius energy. You're not done with, Earth. You're still going on. You're still a warrior, right? And you're holding this Ace of Wands here. So this is you saying, this is what I'm protecting. This is my spirit, and nobody's getting in. That house there, I think for me, is representing, kind of your soul, what you're working towards, that's that physical representation of everything we have here on earth, and you're protecting it at any cost against stuff like that. You're not going to let this energy in. Just know it's not happening, Captain. That's that resistance, and you're justified to be this way against that. Who, if this is a person or if this is just a mindset, you're done. You're absolutely done. And so that's confirmation for some of you that you're on the right path here, and you're not going to let that stuff back in. It is Dunsky. And so we are a fiery sign. We can get bored easily if we're not stimulated. We, as a Sagittarius myself, sun and moon, we really crave adventure and, just seeing stuff, excitement. And so this is in the center. There is a sense of boredom here, of, just doing the same thing every day. It can be really tiring and taxing for a fire sign. So what this is saying, now we have the Hangman coming in again, but in a different way. This is saying, look at this from a different perspective. Maybe try to change things up a little bit in your work routine. Make it a little fresh. Try to add something to it, because it's very easy for me to get bored, especially when I have like a 9 to 5 job that isn't creative in some way. You got to figure out how to add your spark into this daily rigmarole here. This is that finding enlightenment and inspiration in the everyday activities that you do. You will have clarity over it, but this is about bringing your Saggy energy into everything you do. But do watch out for this. This is inaction. This is not doing things to improve your situation. Okay. So if you are starting to feel this, you're going to need to look at things from a different perspective. Try to add your fiery energy into this in some way or form. It could be as simple as, rearranging things, right? This is about, I would say, change things up, because there's two things to notice in these two cards. This card, he's restricted his movement for enlightenment. This one has restricted their movement for, and isn't doing anything. So if you're in a time where you are unable to change things, I would say use it as a time to gain enlightenment on something, to meditate, to think and ponder, philosophize where you are. That's a Sagittarius thing. We actually kind of like doing that. At least I do anyway. But that's the kind of the feeling that I'm getting with those two cards here. I don't think it's going to happen to too many of you. And then we also have Knight of Pentacles and the King of Cups. This is a good combination, honestly. Yeah, we have air and water here, and then we have fire and earth here. So we have all 4 elements right here. That is perfect for creating and nurturing something. The Knight of Pentacles he's got this ace right here, right? So this inspiration that you had, You're not going to let anything throw you off. You're trying to figure out how to integrate this inspiration, this new thing into your daily life. How can you make this work? I think that's why you're wanting that. You're needing that hangman energy to see how you can make this work. This could be turning a hobby into something you do all the time. So that's what I'm feeling here now. And so you are actively looking for a place to plant this seed, this idea, to grow it, to nurture it. Because that's what we have here with this King of Cups, a very nurturing energy, you know, because we have the water, we have emotions, and that's what we need here. We need to be able to water this seed. We need to be able to love and care for this idea for it to grow. That's what we need. So that is here. That's good. This is part of that. We have this Empress, motherly energy. She is willing, she's ready to create. You know, I really love this because you're holding you're keeping the negative things at bay. You're working on how to integrate this into your daily life. This looks good to me. It looks really good to me. All right, let's keep going. Let's see what some future energy is for Sagittarius. All right. What do we have? Ah, Eight of Cups. Continuation of that energy. Oh, we have the Tower again. Woo-wee, Aries. And the Four of Pentacles. Okay. All right, let's draw. If I don't get a flipper pretty quickly, we're just going to go. Move on. Oh, wow. Ace of Cups on the Eight of Cups. Knight of Pentacles again, Virgo energy. And the Knight of Wands, Saggy energy. Yeah. Okay. This feels like a continuation. It's reaffirming that you are not only blocking any negative energy from coming your way, you're walking away. You're going towards your heart's desire. That is wish fulfillment is a big theme for May. And what do you truly desire? You have three aces in this reading. How awesome is that? You've got the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. You are going towards your own heart's desire here, and you're very clear on this. You're done. Like I figure here, you're just done with things that don't satisfy you, that don't feed your emotions, that aren't good for you. You're done. That's it. There's really nothing else to say about that. They say lightning doesn't strike the same place twice. Look at this. The Tower is showing up again in the future energy. This, oh, I don't even know how to explain this. So this idea that you have here, this seed with the Ace of Pentacles showing up again, this is very transformative to your life. It's going to change your life in ways you don't really know yet. And this is saying be patient with this process. This is the slowest moving knight of the bunch. And, this transformation right here, it's coming. Well, I mean, it's not set in stone particularly, but it's a universal energy. Once this starts to change, think of like a landslide almost. A little bit goes and then whoosh, it just happens quickly. It could be that, this change, it's going to happen over a period of time. That's the element that I'm getting here. This is a fated change that is occurring because you've made this decision to, block the negative energy, to transform your current circumstances, and stay focused on this. on this Ace of Pentacles. That's what I'm feeling with those two cards. And now we have you, Sagittarius, here with the Knight of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. More pentacles showing up for you. There's this gold that is here. I get the feeling that you are wanting to save more money, is what I'm really hearing here. Save more money. Have it, you're wanting security. You see this lock, and we have this box. The fours are all about stability, right? And I think that's what your goal here is. One of your goals is to have this stability, you know, and that's something that sometimes can be a challenge for Sagittarius, for fire signs, because we have a very moving, very fast energy about us. Stability is about something that is stable and kind of standing still in a way. And that's not what we do. We move around a lot. So you're trying to find stability, but you want to get to this stability in your own way. Does that make sense? You still want to be your fiery self. You still want to be able to explore the world, and you just have this thirst for activity and movement. But I feel like this reading is about how can you use your creativity with that Three of Pentacles, with your inspiration, with this goal, this Ace of Pentacles and this Ace of Cups. How can you get to this stability using your own creative gifts, is what I'm getting here. And this almost feels like a gift from the universe as well, coming in this hand. But it's almost like you're giving yourself this gift as well. You know, you're the one who is putting in all this hard work. You know, you're the one putting in the passion. You're the one putting in the action here, because that's what we see with this Knight, really acting on this Four of Pentacles. That's what I'm seeing here, Sagittarius. All right, let's take a look at our bonus cards. What do we have? Origins. Remember your roots. Luck. I like that. You are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. Like that. We have Lily, spiritual love and support. We have Crown. Ooh, I really like this one. Honor and respect will come to you. That feels like a Six of Wands. And we have Scissors, disappointment in some affair. That's, I think, the people that you have cut out of your life. I think you're done with that energy. You really are. Let's get your angel number here, Sagittarius. Angel number for Sagittarius. All right. Unique skills. That feels like a Nine of Pentacles. Self-sufficiency. 1441. Life goals, mission, sense of self, honesty, and important projects. It's that time of intense self-development. Focus your mind on your craft. That's that creative thing that we're talking about here, whatever it is for you. You already have what it takes to succeed, but practice makes you a master. It also serves to find your true purpose. Leveling up your career, business is of a priority right now, and that's what we see here, and that's probably what that Tower is. That could be a leveling up moment that comes to you quickly, and you're like, whoa, maybe you were like, you know, not even really ready for it. Yep, that sounds good to me. Let's get your crystal message for Sagittarius. We have Moss Agate, nature. This flipped out for you. Moss Agate helps you to connect with nature spirits and earth divas. It reminds you to take a walk in the park, explore the woods, or take up gardening. Carrying Moss Agate brings balance, harmony, and the feeling of wholeness. Tucked in planted boxes, it helps ailing plants thrive and flowers bloom. Health-wise, Moss Agate speeds up recovery and counteracts illness. Affirmation: to replenish my soul, I take time to connect with nature. That is so awesome. And before we do our Stoic Wisdom card, I want to take just a brief moment to tell you about my fire manifestation candle over here. It smells so good. And if you want one, I'm going to share with you how you can get one. So we'll be right back. I want to share with you this wonderful candle I recently got from Amazon. It comes in a beautiful box, perfect for gift giving. They have every element: fire, earth, air, water. They also have clarity and healing, love and attraction, wealth and success, and just your good old plain sage. Now, most of these do come with, ta-da, a beautiful manifestation crystal bracelet. I am a fire sign. I'm Sagittarius, so that's why I have the fire candle. On the inside, it tells you the meaning of each stone. And I have to mention that the scent on this is amazing. It's amber, driftwood, orange, and chili pepper. On the back, there's a space for you to write your intention so that when you light this candle and you gaze at the flame, you're connecting with that divine light inside, that divine spark. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. These are beautiful candles. And like I said, I'll put a link in the bottom if you want to get one for yourself or if you want to give one as a gift. I'm going to go ahead and put this on right now. I love this candle. So if you want one, check out the link in the description. All right, let's get back to the video. I rarely share stuff like that on my channel, but I love that candle so much, and I love the bracelet that comes with it. So I just thought I would share it with you guys. Let's get your stoic wisdom. What does Sagittarius need to know right now? Let's see. Bum, da-dum. Ooh, there we go. We have Epictetus. Difficulty shows what men are. That is true. Look at that. Character development. List 3 character flaws you believe you have. Choose one and deliberately practice correcting it today. Okay, I will do that. Our flaws point the way to growth. By selecting one trait to mindfully improve, we turn self-awareness into deliberate progress, shaping our character through small, consistent efforts. I like that a whole lot. That is a great thing to do, and I already know what I'm going to focus on today. So I hope this reading was a good confirmation for you. I hope it helped in some way. So let me know in the comments below. And yeah, it's a great way to stay in shape. So thanks so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you next time.